Yes, it's really tough right now, and people are frustrated and people are uncertain.
For months now, the Liberal government has been trying to respond to criticism that it has not done enough to help Canadians deal with high inflation and interest rates.
After 8 years of Trudeau, everything costs more.
It's an issue the leader of the Conservative Party has seized on to attack the Prime Minister. And in a year-end interview with Justin Trudeau, he agreed that his opponent's messaging is working.
Okay, well, let's talk about some of the things that are still difficult. The rate of inflation has declined overall, but the food inflation is still punishing for a lot of Canadians. It does seem, though, as though Pierre Poilievre understood that and tapped into that long before you did.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, why is that? Why did you not see
I mean,
that?
it's not that he understood that. It's that he's done a really effective job of reflecting that back and amplifying it to people. We've been hearing that across the country for years now.
Trudeau points to problems around the world while admitting that is cold comfort to Canadians and says contrary to the Conservative leader, he has to come up with solutions.
Those are all complex and different paths,
Sure.
Whereas if you're just shouting and saying, it's Trudeau's fault, he's raising the price of everything because he's fighting climate change and put a price on pollution, that's a really easy message.
There is no sign yet that interest rates are going down anytime soon, though Trudeau says he hopes that will be the case. He points to the mortgage charter his government introduced in the fall as part of the solution and says young people shouldn't give up hope of owning a home.
I take that almost personally, because when we got elected in 2015, it was because a whole bunch of young people who'd never voted before, even into their early 20s, came out and supported us for the first time.
Most polls now show the Liberals trailing the Conservatives by double digits and the Prime Minister himself as part of the problem. But he insists he must stay.
Listen, with the challenges that people are facing right now, with the way the world is going now, and everything that we are doing that is making positive differences in a very difficult time that isn't done yet, I wouldn't be the person I am and be willing to walk away from this right now. There is so...
Rosie, given that last answer, what did you make of how the Prime Minister is thinking about his future?
Asha, I mean, it's clear he's sticking around, and that he feels he has to complete the work that he started. He would really like the next election to be about that and what could possibly be undone if he were to lose.
What else came out of the interview?
Listen, tonight's about affordability because that really seems to be the most important issue to Canadians right now. But we also cover a lot of ground on foreign policy issues. Obviously, that allegation he made against India's connection to a murder in this country, the government's position on the Middle East, which has changed, evolved in the past few days, and how he then explained that to Benjamin Netanyahu. And we get a little personal, too. He's had, obviously, family challenges this year, so we talk about how that has affected his job. We'll have a lot more of that whole conversation just ahead on The Breakdown.
We'll all be watching. Thanks, Rosie.
Thanks.